The National Football League has traveled south of the border as we are in Mexico City, Mexico on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Seattle Seahawks and the Kansas City Chiefs.
Tap in, y'all.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Donnell Smith.
Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Mexico City. Fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
What?
Now whistles come
I called
in.
it.
We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have two.
Eating better is easy when everything is done for you. Eat freshly.
I did that. You did.
Ready in minutes. Choose from a weekly menu crafted by our chefs and nutritionists, and we'll deliver fresh to your door.
Ooh.
So skip the meal prep, cooking and cleaning, and start eating healthy without the hassle. To order your chef-cooked meals, go to freshly.com today.
What we value most should be held in our hand. A trust that fuels us to know exactly where we stand. When the care we give back shows up in everything we do, then we become the good we can't afford to.
Remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. This is caught. It's Claybo S2GM1. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. Well, how about a deep ball on the first play from scrimmage, putting that secondary on notice?
Brandon, all I remember when I was a player is that we always took a test the night before the game about teams' tendencies and what they plan to do. I'm not sure we think deep ball right out of the gate and putting us back on our heels.
State alum, Chris Carson. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
On the tackle. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 38-yard line.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings.
That's crazy.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. From the shotgun, Wilson.
Ooh.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Third and long, it's Wilson. And he finds a man, it's Olsen. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, 1st down Seahawks. From the gun, it's Wilson. Flushed out right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On 2nd down, it's Carson. And he'll take this close to a first down at the Chiefs' 18-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position end up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line.
A 4-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and...
This time Wilson will throw. Flush to his right.
Oh, I hit the wrong button. Dude, I hit the wrong button.
It's intercepted.
God, I hit the wrong button.
He's at the 50. 30. Past the 20.
Yeah, I hit the wrong button.
He will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Dang, I hit the wrong button.
On every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow
Damn, I hit the wrong button.
And you don't see all the defenders in the area.
Extra point, hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Ooh, that hurt.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
I think all you say to your guy is, listen, just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
On 2nd down now, it's Carson, and he's able to get up here to the 26. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Now a toss play. It's Carson. Looking for a crease.
Ooh, that's a kill shot. Nigga hurdle.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Chiefs 7, Seahawks nothing.
On 1st down, Carson. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Now left side on the swing pass. It'll be a gain of 4. And they're going to have a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Wilson eluding the pressure right. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. And that is incomplete.
How he dropped
That was an
it?
interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
3rd and 7.
Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Throwing again here. Wilson to the right side, and he's got more complete. And he is in for a Seattle touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
25-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Buying time to his left. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
43-yard line.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Mahomes on target here to Hardman. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Tackled at the 25-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 7 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
They'll run it with Bell. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2nd and 12. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now 4th down. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. Bucker's kick here is good. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Second half starts with a run by Edwards-Helaire. He'll have a first down past the 40. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. 75 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Well, we have seen some rookie running backs come in and have a big impact year one. And this guy would certainly fit that bill, as that was one heck of a run there. Butker now to add the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7.
That's the score. Chiefs 17. Seahawks 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Tyler Lockett now with a return. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try to get back to where you were to start the half.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half. And that trend is...
Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage. But instead, he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Again, it's Bell. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
4th down and less than a yard.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Go for it. It's Mahomes. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. And that was Carlos Dunlap who got in to take him down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes. And the pressure gets to him again. Carlos Dunlap, his 2nd sack of the night.
And it's 3rd down.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he's going to go down again. Jaron Reed. That's now back-to-back sacks and down.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say, when you have obvious passing situations. Hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 53 yards. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. The one thing that we know for sure, do not question the arm strength of Patrick Mahomes, one of the strongest around.
And give him credit, he deserves it. But this is such a breakdown defensively, my goodness. From a pass rush perspective, you know that they got to be coming hard on 4th down trying to get to the quarterback. But from a coverage perspective, how do you not see that play developing? And it turns into a touchdown.
Yeah, and that throw traveling an even 64 yards in the air. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot. Great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf. And that'll bring up 2nd down. To throw again. Wilson. He goes right back to Metcalf, this time complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain there of 30 big ones. To throw again is Wilson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Metcalf once again the target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Wilson steps away to his left. Looking left side. He's got it. Complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Again, Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a 1st down to boot. That completes it again to Metcalf. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
2nd and 2.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. They run it with Carson. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Brought down at the 2-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. 2nd down and goal.
Oh my
Wilson.
God, Almighty.
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal.
It's 3rd down and goal.
From the shotgun, Wilson.
Oh, my God.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as good running gets them to about the 44.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. Gets this one to Hill. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 27-yard line. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shot.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half, the adjustment. Whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody. From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with the Seattle Seahawks.
Kickoff for Kansas City.
Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. And he returns this to the 22.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Wilson on first down. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards right off the bat. And a quick first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. This time Wilson will throw. Dancing to his left. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13. Pretty good start right off the bat there with throws 1 and 2.
He's not locking in on just one target early, is he? Spreading it around a little bit as this game gets started.
Back-to-back first downs. And some room to work. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson, 46 yards. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone.
I think defensively, when you look at a play like that, that's when everyone looks at their teammates and starts shaking their heads a little bit, because now you're wondering, what are we in for? Worked all week to try and limit the big play ability that he possesses, and he winds up taking one to the house in the very first quarter. That was a tremendous run.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Carlos Dunlap just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes. Demarcus Robinson. The intended target on that one. And it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 17.
That's a little bit better.
Mahomes going to throw. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They do go for it. It's Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And it'll be a turnover on downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. That one going to be complete to David Moore. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 1st down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
1st down Seattle.
From the gun, it's Wilson. This is caught. And he will score. Touchdown Seattle. From 21 yards away. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. On first down, Mahomes completes it to Hardman. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. For McCole Hardman, I mean, he was the only guy with 2 of the top 10 fastest runs in all of 2019, and he's showing that that was no fluke. He was moving there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one, better than 20 miles an hour.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time, because let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A big play there, Mahomes to Watkins. 44 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play.
And his first carry, he loses the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
And this carries into the end zone.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. There's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 76 yards. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Butker now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2nd and 4.
From the 31, Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? Here's Carson. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's yards total. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
That catch good for only a couple.
2 yards on the pickup.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson. Greg Olsen was the intended target. Third down here.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On third down, Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Fourth down. Here's Wilson. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Greg Olsen. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Makes the score Seahawks 27, Chiefs 7.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Taken in at the 3. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Mahomes escaping the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And it's complete to Kelsey. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. One heck of a 3rd down conversion, 33 yards.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great, let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they could. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. We'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it. Well, thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And his guys will take over at at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Flushed out right. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Mahomes now on 1st down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
An anxious moment or 2 there, but they do get him down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Left side complete to Lockett. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
1st down.
Operating from the gun, Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. From the shotgun, Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
2nd and a yard.
Final play of the half, it's Wilson. That completes it again to Metcalf. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs. Myers' kick is good. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. And plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. Taken about 7 yards deep. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Throw left side complete. It's Bell. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6. At the Seahawks.
Now it's Mahomes again. That one complete to Hill. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 19. 23 yards the pickup there.
1st and 10.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Forced out to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Jordan Brooks in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll lead here to a third down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bell. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and it goes down. L.J. Collier picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Trey Flowers picks it. There he goes right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Extra point up and through by Myers, and that will extend this big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6, obviously costly.
But they can't afford. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you got to have you guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage. And that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Throw left side complete. It's Bell. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. And I think that's a pretty good illustration of why they try to get the football into his hands out of the backfield. That was something else.
And we talk so much from a defensive perspective about scheming and finding ways to take away the run. That means the offense has to devise different ways to get the ball in the hands of their guy out of the backfield. Find open space, let him run, and big things can happen, and they did right there.
Mahomes now on 1st down. This will be caught at about the 6. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Lockett the return. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
First and 10. At their own
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
David Moore, the intended target, and it's 3rd and short. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. This is caught, and all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and...
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again. They go to the big man, second time he gets it done.
Almost as if they were feeling like he was establishing a rhythm. Give it.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And a short return to the 6-yard line.
Chiefs 21.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And it's 3rd down.
Third down. And 8 yards to go.
From the gun, it's Wilson. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
First down, Seattle.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. And that is incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. Going for Metcalf. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now a first down carry by Bell. And he's got room. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st down, Mahomes. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack.
28-yard line.
To try again after the sack. Mahomes, he's going to let it fly. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Now 3rd and 19.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Hey, check. Hey, check. Mike 57. Mike 50. 15. It's close. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Got to lose one. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Go. 57. Mike. Go. Quit talking about it. And bring it.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. L.J. Collier. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And a big turnover. The football back.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And they finally get him down at the other 46. A big play there for KC. 51 yards. So forget about being backed up. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way across midfield. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes now to throw. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and the 11.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Here we go, dude. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. Now here's Mahomes. And no, it falls incomplete. So the two-point conversion, no good. And it's incomplete. Still time left, though. 2 seconds remaining now in the fourth quarter. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one.